Good morning, everyone, and happy Christmas. It's, well, the weekend has been and gone. Christmas Day has been and gone. And I hope that whatever you were doing, however you spent it, whoever you had round or whoever you were able to go and visit, that you had a good day, whatever that good day means for you. And I know it means different things for different people. So I hope you were able to spend it, at least some of it, in a way that, well, that you found peaceful or restful or simply full of joy, watching youngsters perhaps unwrapping presents, playing with their toys, whatever. Christmas. Well, has it gone? I really hope not, because for some of us, this is just the beginning of Christmas season. In fact, for all of us, this is the beginning of the Christmas season. Up until Saturday, it was Advent, and we were preparing. And people spent, well, they spend time, but they also spend an awful lot of money during Advent and the run-up to Christmas in order to make that day everything that they want it to be, the best for themselves, but also for others. It's a giving thing, a giving season, no matter what we think of it. But for those of us in the church, of course, I hope, at least, that Advent was also a time of preparing ourselves for the new Christmas season, for the realization again and the wonder again that God would come to us on earth as a baby. I mean, what a plan. What could possibly go wrong? Preparing for Christmas. But that's what Advent was, preparing for Christmas. And now we're in the Christmas season. And now we can celebrate and rejoice, perhaps all the pressure off. And perhaps for those of us or those of you who feel that the world has become too commercial around Christmas, that people have lost the actual idea of what it's about, well, perhaps we can now reclaim that. Because in the days after Christmas Day, most folk, I'm afraid, will be sitting back thinking, thank goodness that's done. Whereas we should be thinking, thank goodness this has begun. This is amazing that God sent his son to be born in Bethlehem. And it's a beginning. Every part of it, every portion of it is a beginning, and an exciting beginning of a new adventure. And every year a new adventure, because every year is different. And no matter what we feel about the past couple of years, every year is different and holds blessings, disappointments, challenges, everything. But in this Christmas season, we have a chance perhaps to, well, relax and sit back. Normally we may be preparing for big hug-money parties, but in Scotland certainly we're probably not going that direction. So let's make the most of it in every way we possibly can. Today is only the 4th day of Christmas. The Christmas season has a long way to go, and we shouldn't be packing things away and thinking it's all done. Every year I encourage folk to, when they do pack away their Christmas, when they do pack away their nativity sets or their Christmas tree decorations, to keep one back, to keep one out on show. Perhaps from a nativity scene it will be a shepherd or a wise man or the baby. Or perhaps it's a Christmas decoration that you can hang on your pinboard in your office, your study, or in your kitchen. Perhaps it's something that you can move around in your office so that others will come in April, May or August and say, do you know you've got a wise man sitting on your shelf? Now, you cannot respond to that however you wish, but it may be that it's an opportunity for you to remind them and tell them that for you, Christmas isn't just about a day or even a season, but a whole lot more than that. So what is Christmas truly about for you? Perhaps after Saturday and perhaps all those festivities have been, some of you will have some new Christmas cracker jokes. Well, some different Christmas cracker jokes. New ones are fairly hard to come by these days. I think my favourite joke of this year so far has been that apparently Aldi have already launched their Easter egg for this year, and it's a Humpty Dumpty Easter egg, and it's on special offer even now, that you can buy an Aldi Humpty Dumpty and Aldi King's Horses and Aldi King's Men as well. You get them free. Let's hope there's some better jokes going this year than that. But let's not just maintain the jokes, let's maintain the fun and the humour, but also that sense of challenge and adventure that Christmas truly brings. How we interpret it, what we get from it, what it means for us, and what it means for the way that we live our life. We can interpret things very differently. All of us can. And maybe that's right, for we're all different people, and God has a different way of connecting with us, communicating with us. We are on the 4th day of Christmas. And of course, there's that amazing song, 12 Days of Christmas. And on the 4th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 4 collie dogs. Oh no, sorry, collie birds. Our minds can go in different directions. Collies for me, or callings, are different things from perhaps birds. How do you interpret this Christmas season? How do you interpret this amazing gift that we have been given? Because now is the time to start working that through. In those 12 days of Christmas, perhaps, or the 40 days of Christmas season up to Candlemas, up to February, let's not throw it away, pack it away, give it away. Let's truly enjoy the season because it's there to be enjoyed. There's much to learn as we approach Christmas about the Advent story, about the prophecies, about what happened before Jesus was born. There's a lot to learn about just after too, with the shepherds, the Magi visiting that Christ child. And there's so much more to learn about what Jesus is asking us to do and how he's asking us to live. It was sad news at the weekend to learn that Archbishop Desmond Tutu had died, age 90. So he will certainly be enjoying his rest. But he also gave much to this life. And he gave many wonderful quotes, wonderful snippets. I'm not going to tell you them. I want you to find them, to look them up, because when you read them for yourself, they mean so much more. But he talked so much about inclusion. He talked so much about equality. He talked so much about justice. But he doesn't just talk about them, he did them. A rebel priest, a rebel bishop and archbishop, a rebel Christian. Want to be a rebel? That your New Year's resolution for next year? Wouldn't it be good to have a rebellion of Christianity that actually meant that every Christian stood up for what was right, spoke out for what was right, spoke against what was wrong, and lived our lives in accordance with the gospel. Desmond Tutu did that. He did that so well. And he's left us many, many ways that we can do it too. So, on the 4th day of Christmas, what will you be doing? For me, there's a service in Henderson House, which will be wonderful this afternoon, with George Owenson at the playing the ivories. Well, not ivories, I don't imagine these days. Walk with the dog. And hopefully just some time to ponder and reflect and think that this is a Christmas season. This is a time to ponder and wonder, reflect and give thanks. How are you going to spend today? However you spend it, I hope it's a good day for you. I hope there's some relaxation. I hope there's some serious thinking too about what Christmas has brought to this world, about what God has given, and about what we are meant to do with it. And I can assure you, what we are meant to do with it is not pack it away too soon, if at all. It's not to store it away and forget about it. What we are to do with the Christmas season is to use it for the good of the world, for the good of all creation, to bring healing and wholeness and love and acceptance, equality and dignity. Let's go on and on, thinking about all the things that this world truly needs, that Jesus has brought, that we can add to this world. Enjoy your 4th day of Christmas and keep them counting all the way through to next Christmas. For it is truly Christmas every day. Not in the pomp and circumstance and not in the commercialism, but in the quietness and the way that you and I think and speak and act. I hope you've had a good weekend, and I hope you are having a wonderful Christmas. God bless.